Oh, just started. All right, what's up, guys? welcome to the stream. My wife had to ask me a few questions before, like right as I started going. She was like asking me about the air conditioner or something. And I'm like, no, I did not turn on the air conditioner. But what's good, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Shout outs to everybody. Welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Good to see you guys here. Yeah, late night stream tonight, but we should be good for the rest of the week. Until I think next Friday. That's when I'll have another late night stream. But yeah, we should be good for regular night streams the rest of the week. But I wanted to get you guys something today. We had a video that went up earlier, so if you can't watch tonight's stream, check out the video. That is up live, ready to go, or that's already on the channel. So make sure you watch that video before you go to sleep. If you can't stay, but if you can stay, I want to say what up to everybody here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got a great show for you guys tonight, man. We're gonna be talking about a lot of awesome stuff here. A lot of awesome stuff, sir. So it should be pretty good, right? Let's go ahead and say what up to everybody here that's in the chat. What's good to everybody? My man Dior, what's up, Dior? Welcome to the stream. Shout outs. Welcome, Dior. How you doing today? Here like always, man. Party Man Cart is here. What up, Party Man Cart? Welcome. Greg Lucas, ready for those fake accounts? Fake accounts. I'm not sure what you're talking about. What, people trolling tonight? Yeah, maybe. We're always ready. William Villanueva, what's up, man? Welcome. J2 Chronicles says, late night stream, what up? PE Volume, what up? Yak Diesel, what up? Yiggity yak. Yiggity yak. Yiggity yak. What's good? Monato Mario. Switch 2 haters are just getting, they're trying to accuse Nintendo of using AI in Mario Kart World. Yeah, I saw that in my video. Or I talked about that in my video, but I didn't make a separate video on it, because yeah, because some people are crazy. What's up, it's your boy, welcome. No, this is not pre-recorded. Rax the Great, what's up? Welcome, Rax the Great. I don't know why people ask if it's pre-recorded or not. That makes, like, why would it be pre-recorded? Like, if it was pre-recorded, I'd tell you it was pre-recorded. But I don't do live streams that are pre-recorded. If it's live, it's live. You can see the button that says live. So, yeah. Let's see here. Mob 8994. What's up? Mob 8994. Let's go. My man Rax is here. Triple X or 777 OG double OG. Welcome. Elvis. What up, Elvis? What is good? CBH for God, what's good? Tommy Raiku, what's up, man? Let's see here. Yeah, if I can somehow do this pre-recorded, that'd be some interesting stuff. I mean, you can set it for a premiere, or what you can do is that you can press the button to go live. You could have recorded it, press the button to go live, then let the video play. But I mean, like, it'd be really weird to make it pre-recorded, you know. Like, it wouldn't make any sense. I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys in the chat like I'm doing right now. So yeah. Let's see, do people do pre-recorded streams? People do like premiere streams. Yeah, that's a premiere stream can be pre-recorded, where like you're debuting something and it plays as a live stream. Then it's really just like an edited video. So that would be like a pre-recorded stream. So like, but that's YouTube has a clear name for that. That's called YouTube Premiere. So if you're not actually gonna be somewhere while the stream is going, like, or if you're not actually gonna be live interacting, or if it's like a, you know, if you have like a pre-recording that you want to show people, but have like a debut, like, hey guys, live for the first time, then yeah, you can just do a, you know, you could just do a, what's it called, a premiere, a YouTube Premiere stream. That's all you got to do. So yeah. Let's see here. What's up, Foreign Fabric? Welcome. I'm doing good, man. The night was good. I can't complain. Everything's been solid today. Had a good video go up. Got some good stuff for tomorrow as well. So it should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. What's up, William? Welcome. Big love, guys. Jeremiah Meadows. What's up, man? Welcome. So yeah. Yeah, then like the creator will respond through the chat. So yeah, like a YouTube premiere, like lots of companies do those. Like Nintendo Directs and you know, they're not YouTube premieres, but they're kind of like that. All Nintendo does is just play a video. They just play a countdown, then play a video. Like they make the stream go live, and then they just press a button and it cuts to the video. But then we've also had YouTube premieres. I think Sony actually uses the YouTube premiere button, you know, like where it like counts it down. Like I know Sony or Microsoft, one of the two, they've done that. So yeah, man. What's up, Tommy Reich? We've been busy the past 9 months, been promoted twice in 1 year. Have you and the lead just been good, Tommy? How are you doing, dude? Welcome. Welcome. Shout outs. Just imagine throwing AI accusations just to convince other Mario Kart World doesn't worth $80. I don't know if it was to convince that people it's not worth 80. It was just people being stupid, because that's what people like to do. People like to be stupid online. So I don't know if it was to convince people. It was just somebody being dumb. So yeah. Let's see here. Do you think Nintendo will release a keyboard accessory for the mouse in the future? I don't think it'd be for the mouse. It'd have to be for a game that uses it, you know, so it wouldn't be for the mouse. The mouse does what the mouse does. It would have to be for a game. So some type of application that would use it, you know? So yeah, I mean, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible, but I'm not sure what game that would be. Let's see here. If OG Switch can run Red Dead, it can run GTA 4. I mean, duh. GTA 4 is a PS3 game. I mean, that's a PS3 game, CVH, for God. So, I mean, like, yeah. I'm pretty sure any game that went to the PS3 or 360 can run on the Switch 1. Pretty sure, yeah. Like, stupidity equals humanity's favorite pastime. Oh, my God. It's crazy how wild it can be. How sometimes people can just not think for whatever reason. But, hey, it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Of course, it could run GTA 5. It's just a matter of them actually wanting to do it or not. Let's see here. Is Xeno X getting an upgrade? There was a hidden upgrade that was probably going to be announced. Nothing yet, though. Watch my videos on it. I've talked about it in my vid. So just hit the notification bell. We went over that a number of times. But if you just type in Xenoblade Chronicles X, I go over all the information in the source. But yeah, probably. But watch my vids on that. And make sure you guys watch the vids daily. You'll get all the good stuff from Xenoblade and all that. All the good news. I always talk about it there. But we've already exhausted that topic, Jeremiah, like half the death with the whole Xenoblade 60 frames per second update thing. We've talked about it so many times. That's why I'm referring to the vids. Because we've discussed it a million times at this point and made a bunch of videos on it too. So yeah, but yeah, it's probably happening. If you want more information, check out the vids. Real question, OJ, are you playing GTA 6? You just playing a couple hours and skipping it? I'll probably play for a couple hours and skip it. Yeah. I don't like GTA games. I've never really been a huge fan of GTA. I beat GTA 4. I played GTA 5 just a little bit. I played GTA 3. I played Vice City. I played San Andreas. I pretty much played all the GTAs. I played the old school GTA games on Dreamcast, the ports. I pretty much played every GTA game, like every mainline GTA game. And I've never really liked any of them a lot, to be honest. Like, I've never really like they're cool in terms of like the setting and like the characters and like the story, like all that stuff's very well done, but the gameplay is trash, you know. Controls are trash, driving's garbage, shooting's mediocre. GTA's almost never had good gameplay. It just does. It's a jack of all trades and it's a master of nothing. So the jack of all trades parts combined with the, you know, the technology, the open world, the do whatever you want, that makes the gameplay fun for lots of people. But the gameplay is actually kind of terrible at times. Not for everything, but just at times. But yeah, I'll check out GTA 6 though for sure. I'll check it out. Let's see here. Hey, check it out. Take it easy, Vincent from Miami. Thanks for at least coming out and saying hi. Yeah, Red Dead wasn't a remaster; it was just ported, so it's not really a high bar. Well, once again, that's still a PS3 game, and it's not even. It wasn't. It actually kind of was. They did port it, but they did clean it up quite a bit. It is definitely cleaned up quite a bit. They definitely did some work on it. The frame rate is considerably better. It looks a lot better on the Nintendo Switch, so it's not like an official, oh my gosh, here's a remaster, but it was definitely cleaned up quite a bit from the PS3 and 360 release, in particular. So not an official remaster, more of a port, I agree, but it's definitely a lot better than the original releases. And once again, it's a PS3 and 360 game. We're not talking about GTA 6 here, guys. We're talking about PS3 and 360 games. We're talking about GTA 4. That's a PS3 game. GTA 5. That is a PS3 game. That is an Xbox 360 game. So it's not like we're talking about anything super. Oh my God! You know, these are games that came out on systems that were from 2005 and 2006. So that's not anything. You know, nobody's trying to say that it's trying to set some type of bar. I'm just saying, like, if GTA 4, that's like, oh, can it run on Switch? Of course it can. Like, once again, there's a host of games from PS3 and 360 on the Switch that run on there. So that's all I was trying to say. Not trying to have some type of bar or something. Let's see here. I'm looking forward to doing my first playthrough of Echoes of Wisdom on Switch 2. Echoes of Wisdom on Switch 2. Nice. Yes, that's a good place to play it because you're gonna get that free update. You know, you're gonna get that free update. So yeah. Yo, Mac Mega with the Ninja Pete's first start off the stream. Hey, what up?
Good evening, Hokage.
What's up, man?
Glad you decided to stream late night.
I'm here.
Was getting bored before sleepy time. Also,
happens.
what do you think about Hogwarts Legacy Switch 1 to 2 upgrade path for $10?
Yeah.
Wish
yeah.
more companies would do this.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's good. It's definitely good. Something that I'm going to cover, too, because, like, people are making a big deal about it, because obviously anytime that you can get a discount or a deal on a, you know, new version of a game, whether it's a free update or whether it's the actual, that's pretty good. So if you already have it, it's a pretty easy path. It's on sale right now, so if you want to get it digital. So, yeah, I think it's a good thing for sure. You know, obviously, it's not a bad thing. You know, Mac, it's not a bad thing at all. So, yeah, definitely a good thing. And maybe I'll check it out now. You know, maybe I'll buy it on sale on Switch and then just upgrade path from there. So yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Thank you to Mac Mega. Appreciate the $5 combo breaks. Let's go. Appreciate that. Let's get it. On our way to 15, the first combo extension. Let's go. Anybody does 5 or more, you can put up Mac Mega on both boards or time up. What's good though? What's good? What game Nintendo and Game Freak could revive is Pokemon Rumble. Nintendo and Game Freak could revive as Pokemon Rumble. Yeah, I don't think they care about Pokemon Rumble. I'll be honest, man. Hogwarts Legacy on Switch 2 is only 10 years if you own the Switch 1 version. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can upgrade it, which is cool. Let's see. Your kids might understand the term sandbox game. I mean, it's just open world. That's all, that open world that you can play around in. That's really it. Maybe Rockstar thinks GTA wouldn't sell well on Switch and can't blame him. I'm not really interested in GTA at all. I mean, they put GTA Trilogy on Switch, so I mean, I'm not sure. Like, and it sold well, so I mean, I don't know what else to say, guys. I mean, they put GTA Trilogy. I mean, if they don't think it would have sold well, then they wouldn't have put it on the Switch. They put the GTA Trilogy on the Switch. They put LA Noire on Switch. They put Red Dead Redemption on Switch. These are all open world, you know, M-rated games. So, I don't know what to tell you guys, man. Let's see here. Here, the price of the Switch 2, it might go up in price. Is that possible? If so, really do you have to pay for the difference? Bought and pay for GameStop? No, well, you wouldn't have to pay for the difference if you've already purchased it. But yes, it could go up in price if the tariffs go up. So if there's some type of crazy tariff on Vietnam where Nintendo produces the Nintendo Switch 2 systems, then yeah, there possibly could be a price change in the future. Just like Xbox got a price increase because of the tariffs in China. Got a huge tariff bump in China, so they raised the prices. So yeah, it could happen. So it might be better to invest in the system now than wait, because if you want it and the tariffs hit, right now it's a 10% tariff, but it can go up to 45% in Vietnam. So if it goes up to 45, Nintendo's definitely going to raise the price by, like, I'd probably say like $50, $20 to $50, somewhere in that range. So yeah. So yeah. Good question though, I guess. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Cuts Lenovo? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? What's up, Figure Drawing? Welcome. What is good? GTA Online couldn't run on the platform without heavy downscaling. How it works GTA Online? I'm pretty sure they probably could have got it going on there. It's just just GTA Online. I don't think it's, unless you're talking about the new GTA Online, but the GTA Online from what? Like, they had GTA Online with the GTA 5? Wasn't that also on PS3 and 360? So let's see here. We are about 3 weeks away from Switch 2. Very excited. Yeah, 3 weeks away, man. New Pokemon don't have more grass on the floor, I'll be mad. More grass. That's all you need to make the Pokemon games good. More grass on the floor. I feel like Hogwarts pivoted because I thought you had to pay full price for the Switch 2 version. I don't know if they pivoted or if they simply just, you know, that's what they, as they were getting closer to launch, this is what they said that they were going to do. So they didn't say it at first, but they never said that there wasn't going to be an upgrade path either. So yeah. Just glad I'm not a Pokemon fan. Y'all got it bad. That's the funny thing. A lot of people that don't like Pokemon are always complaining about people that play Pokemon and like it. That's the funniest thing. It's like the people that play and buy it know what they're buying and they're enjoying whatever they buy. So, like, that's the funny thing, is that, like, you don't have to feel sorry for somebody else because you don't like something. If you don't like something, then you don't like something. Don't feel sorry for people that willingly spend their money on it. Like, if they didn't like it and they don't have to buy it, then they can be just like you and just say, screw it, I don't want to buy it. But plenty of people buy it. They like the game, so it's just weird. when people game watch or pocket watch, and I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of tired of it. You know, everyone's saying, what about this person? Just worry about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, just worry about what you like. Worry about what you want. Worry about where your money's going. Worry about what you want to buy, what you want to spend on. Everybody's worried about what somebody else is doing, like with their free time or with their money or with whatever. And it's just getting kind of lame. Don't get me wrong. I wish that there's definitely some things they can do better, but stop worrying about stuff that you don't even like or that you don't even play. Just don't worry about it. Just play what you want. You know, it's just weird. In my opinion, in my honest, humble opinion. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys, you know? Let's see here. We're about 3 weeks. Okay, yeah, I already read that. Shoutouts. Notice online portable gameplay is improved on Switch 1. Online portable gameplay. What does that mean? Recall GTA Online was more of a PS4 thing with Rockstar at the end of the day. To be honest, I don't even play it. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Pocket watching is these gaming YouTubers' duty and mission. Don't you get it? It really is. Pocket watching really is. Like gameplay watching, pocket watching, being some type of, you know, Martin Luther game activist and stuff like that. That's definitely what a lot of these dudes like to do. And it's so weird until it's something that they like. And it's when it's something that they like, all of a sudden it's, whoa, wait a minute. No, that's okay. So yeah. So it's all good. Let's see here. I never understood that, but I buy every console, play games I like. I'm not a console lover, I'm a game lover. I mean, I think that like a lot of it's like the tribalistic, you know, type of situation that we've got going on. You know, a lot of people like, you know, they like to think it's like some type of, like I said, it can be a community, and I mean, like, you can be worried about what other people do. I mean, I guess, but I think it's gotten to the point where there's way too many people to be worried about it. Like, before, the gaming community was a lot smaller, you know what I'm saying? So it was a little bit different. Things were new, things were fresh. But at this point, people are going to just get what they want. People are going to buy what they want. There's infinite amount of resources and tools to figure out what you want to play or what you don't want to play. So it's not even like you can say, oh, well, people didn't know about X, Y, and Z. No, people knew, or people know because it's all over the internet, you know? So at this point, you don't really got to game watch or pocket watch or whatever watch anybody in terms of what they're doing. Like, you get what you want to get. Other people will get what they want to get, and that's that. Now, you're free to talk about it and give your opinion and whatever the case is, just like anybody else is free to give their opinion as well. So, but it's just like I said, it's just to the point where I'm not even paying attention to these people. Like, I don't even like, and it's so bad to the point now, man. Bro, I stopped watching news videos. Like, I stopped watching all the people that I watched before. Like, I don't even watch them no more because it's getting to the point to where misinformation is now becoming, and wrong information is now becoming the norm. It's now becoming, we're not going to research. We're just going to say whatever we want to say for views. And it's gotten so bad that it's tainted everybody else, myself included. I mean, I get people telling me the same thing where it's like, they don't even want to watch me no more. So it's getting to the point to where it's like, it's that bad at times, bro. Like, it really is. It really is. So yeah, we'll see though. Like I said, it's to me, it's all about, like I said, people can say whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. But man, I'm just looking forward to actually checking out the games when they come out, because I think that's like the all equalizer at the end of the day. Yeah, it's like what you said about the recent EU LA from Nintendo. YouTubers were jumping the gun, pocket watching others in their bread and butter content, and look at what happened, right? We found out more people did some digging, and Microsoft and Sony have the exact same EU LA type of verbiage in their own TOS as well. Like I said, what did I tell you guys, right? If that was somebody else watching, what are they going to say? Oh, you're bootlicking. Oh, you're fanboying. No, I was 100% right. That's why I said I'm not going to sit here and get outraged by other people coming here trying to dictate what I talk about and what I get angry about. And are we going to talk about this? No, we're not, because it's stupid. If you hack, mod, glitch, do whatever with your system, that ish could blow up. Who knows? We don't know. There's batteries. There's components in there. Bro, that thing could break. Who knows? That could send the wrong signal. I don't know what the hell's going to happen if you do that. Don't do it. If you feel like you got to do that, then go get a PC. Then go do it there. Like, it's just weird. It's always been like that. That's how it's always been. If you spend any amount of time reading the TOS, which I'm not going to spend any amount of time reading that. I don't care. You know, so that's the reason why. That's exactly the reason why. People try to, and look, those people aren't here no more. Go figures, right? Let's see. Do you think we'll ever see Mario and Sonic together other than Smash Brothers? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there'll be some other type of Mario and Sonic game at some point, in my view. Rockstar loves to make people double, triple dip, so GTA 6 comes to Switch 2. It's probably going to come around the same time. Are they going to port to PC? Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do with GTA 6, to be honest. I'm not sure if it's coming to Switch 2 or not, but I mean, like I said, we'll see. You know? May 13th for the game. Tomorrow for the game controller for everybody else. So tomorrow. General Zamora with the $2 says, good to see you. OJ music requested GTA 4 main theme. I will say that the GTA 4 main theme is actually pretty good. It's actually, that's probably the best thing about the game is the main theme. All right, let's see here. GTA 4 main theme. All right. Thank you so much for the $2, Mr. General Zamora. We at 7 on the board. About halfway to the first 15-minute extension. Let's go. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that. Hit that like button too, guys. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let them know that we're streaming out here. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Is there EULA for the Steam Deck? I bet they'll try to say, look at Valve. I don't know if there is, because obviously Steam Deck, it's a PC. So portable PCs don't have that because they're not closed devices like that. You know what I'm saying? So portable PCs operate a little bit differently. So yeah. People freaking about the whole breaking consoles thing, not realizing the amount of 3DS consoles, PS4 consoles have effectively break piracy bans already. It's been a thing. Yeah. Yo, Cyber Taurus with the $10 chow chow.
They won't brick my system. My sharp eagle eyes will see them coming. Rolling on the floor laughing.
My Nintendo said, bro, this man said an eagle eye user made it a fake accusation. Hey guys, eagle eye is when you're right about something, guys, or like when you're actually right. It's not when you just see something in the background that make baseless accusations. That is not what an eagle eye. That's called an idiot eye. That's called a moron eye. To be honest, if you just sit there and say, "This has look at these arrows all over the place." Oh, look here. That is called an idiot eye. That is called online brain rot, TikTok, AI weirdo. Completely, that you already know that person probably grew up around a like I don't know, like a rooster or something like that. Grew up weird, talking to roosters as kids or something like that. Like, talk about, it's so weird, man. People just acting goofy for no reason. Freaking Eliza Thornberry out here, users just making up stuff, talking to animals, talking all sorts of making up stuff, bro. Like, who you talking to? So Cyber Taurus, thank you for the $10 dono, man. I appreciate that, fam. You're now the Hokage stream ninja. Yo, let's go. It's got to the point where, like I said, it's pretty funny, man. It's like not even nobody's even being for real no more, which is okay. Like, I don't gotta take none of these dudes seriously either. Shout outs though, man. Yeah, moron, an eagle-eyed viewer. As in trying to put some like an eagle eye. There is no eagle eye. The dude was just looking, decided to make up something. There is no eagle eye. It's crazy that was a write-up. Talk about eagle eye. The writing is getting worse and worse. Have y'all noticed? The game writing is getting worse and worse. Bro, we had an official comparison from IGN. An official comparison that that complained about the price of one thing, but that did not mention the price with the other thing, but then also told people it's better value. How does that even get past lot check? How does that get past the editors? Hey guys, this is a better value. We're comparing prices. Oh, by the way, let's not actually compare the price of the thing that I'm telling you is a better value. How has writing fallen this far? That is insane. That is absolutely wild. To me at least. You guys, you can't make this up, man. You can't. Shout outs though to Cyber Taurus. I appreciate that. Getting us to our first 15-minute extension. Hey yo, let's go. Noah, we out here.
Overclock Buster!
Overclock, let's get it. Thank you so much for the support, man. I appreciate that, Mr. Cyber Taurus. Like I said, anybody else 10 more, beat up my man Cyber Taurus 1. Jojo on the board as well. Watch Dogs 1. Watch Dogs 1 would be pretty cool. So yeah. It is all good. So the ones who are complaining about EULA are the ones who are want to mod and pirate it. Maybe that might be the case. That might be the case. I'm not sure. If Ubisoft had the resource to be an early third party for Switch 2 right now, they would be. If Ubisoft had the resources to be an early third party, Ubisoft absolutely has the resources, but they just might not be slotted in there that way. There could be some other, like Nintendo could have easily said, hey, look, you've got some other games coming. We're going to get your games over, you know, in this date or this date. Nintendo doesn't want everybody releasing all at the same time. They definitely look through and work with their partners, and they're going to have games throughout the year. That's kind of how they want to slate things out, not because it's not ready right now or anything like that. So just keep that in mind, guys. I'm not saying that Ubisoft has plenty of resources, and they've already ported over a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff's probably already done or near done, but Ubisoft has plenty of resources to to port over games. The fact that you're saying that they don't is ridiculous, because they already are. So it's not about that they don't have enough to be early on the Switch 2. That makes no sense, and there's no information that says that either. Let's see here. Has IGN deleted that ROG Ally Switch 2 article yet? Why would they delete that ROG Ally Switch 2 article? That's going to get them plenty of views and money. They would not delete that article. They are not deleting that. So yeah, because the headline is enough to engage people on social media. Most people don't even click the articles anymore. Yeah, that's true. That's true. A lot of people don't even click the articles anymore. Same thing about YouTube videos too. Some people don't even watch the vid. You know, that's why I don't buy into media for them anymore. It's like entertainment wise, bro. Like I said, not even to try to get like into anything else, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of distrust. There's a lot of distrust overall, man. And like, it's like I said, it's only getting worse. Like, it's the fact where I'm thinking about even making a video about it. Like, I've never in my life, even with the Wii U had a lot of issues too. But even with that, I never felt like I needed to not watch people make videos or not watch what's going on. But like, it's so bad to the point where it's like making me think that like, man, I'm just not watching anymore because I'm already anticipating people saying stupid things that aren't even correct. Like, that's how bad it is right now. And it's not like I feel any less informed. It's not like I don't know what's going on. Like, you don't need these people anymore. Like, in today's day, like, you don't really need them, you know? You can just research stuff yourself. And then, like, you can actually be around and talk or discuss or watch videos of people who know what the hell they're talking about. You know, like, listen, believe it or not, this is crazy. I've been watching this content creator named Bo Knows or Bo Game. It's a me, Bo, or Bo. And this dude's a smaller content creator. I think he has like 30K, but he's like 10 times more knowledgeable on all the news on all the than bigger content creators. So it's like, I don't even feel like watching the big content creators anymore because they messing up. Bo is doing more research, and he's not like I don't know if he's a full-time streamer. Bo Talks Games, there you go. I've been watching this guy, and he points out the good, he points out the bad, and he fully researches things before he rushes online to talk about something. And it's wild because, once again, he's not the biggest content creator out there, but he's actually being honest and legit with his work. And that's just such a it's refreshing. So I've been watching a lot of smaller content creators. I have not been watching the bigger content creators because the amount of misinformation. I saw a guy that has over 1 million, and it's not just on Nintendo. It's on Microsoft and Sony too. So we're not going to just put it all on Nintendo. It's on Microsoft and Sony in terms of misinformation. We've got people spreading mass amounts of misinformation at times with Xbox, the price hikes, things like that, saying there's nothing else like that, had nothing to do with tariffs. That's a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. The tariffs absolutely played a part in Microsoft raising their prices. You have people that are lying, that are saying that Nintendo forced them to do it, or that it was because of this, or because of them. Phil Spencer's greedy, or because they're not selling enough Game Pass. No. Tariffs, that was it. There is 145% tariff on China. They raised the prices, and it looks like it's not going to change. Now, it might change. I guess they got a deal where it's going to go down, but you've already raised the price. What are you going to do? You know, because and that's the problem with tariffs, especially when you have someone in office that's just slapping tariffs on everything. It's unstable. You don't know, so you got to make a decision, especially with how tensions were. You got to make a decision and go with it. So people are just spreading misinformation, like mass amounts of misinformation overall, you know? So yeah. Yeah, he has 2 channels. Bo has like, it's a me, Bo, or then he has like Bo Talks Games. Like, I don't know why he got 2 channels, but he got 2 channels, you know? Like, I think he should just put all his stuff on 1 channel, but that's just me. But anyway, yeah, he's got 2. So I watch, you know, whatever pops up. Like, he pops up in my feed, or I think I subscribe to him on YouTube, but his videos don't pop up. So I follow him on Twitter, and like his vids pop up. So I watch him from Twitter. Like, I go from Twitter to his channel. So he's been one of the only people, not one of the only people, but he's been one of the people that I watch that's actually not spreading misinformation, you know? So yeah. Let's see, AOJ, do you think that the Halo Master Chief Collection will include Halo 5 when they drop on PS5 after the June 8th showcase? I'm not really sure, Green Ninja. What does the original Halo Master Chief Collection include? What does it include in that? There's other channels for video game collecting and stuff like that. Yeah, like, there shouldn't be a separate channel for video game. In my opinion, this should just be all on one channel. Because, like, you're splitting your resources in terms of your bandwidth and your views. Those two things can intertwine. Talking about video games and video game collecting those can be on the same channel, in my opinion. But once again, I'm like backseating his channel. Who gives a crap what I think? What I think is stupid. It's his own channel. It's his own whatever. He can do whatever the hell he wants. What I'm saying is irrelevant to what he does on his channel. So either way, I watch both of them, so it doesn't matter at the end of the day, you know. Let's see here. Crazy Scott says, you should check out this guy, Nintendo Prime debunks another of misinformation. I know Nintendo Prime. We've worked together for a very long time now. It's Crazy Scott. So yeah, I see his channel. I got you, fam. So let's see. Call a spade, Nintendo, or doing any of the dumb decisions during the Wii U 3DS days. That's when Reggie and Iwata were still in charge. I'm not trying to put any blame on Reggie and Iwata, man. Like, we don't even got to go back there. There's no point. So yeah. OJ, are you getting the game controller for Switch 2? Yeah, I'll get it at some point. I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but I'll get it at some point. So yeah, we'll see for sure. Most people who make assumptions don't really know how business works. I'm sure Microsoft planned to increase the price before Nintendo revealed the price of the game's accessories. Of course, because they actually let us know. They said that, hey, we've been thinking about this, you know. So yeah. So it's like throwing away money and don't release games, Marvel Rivals, gotchas, and other live service games. Yeah, all about views, money. They don't care. Yeah, it really is. I mean, some people care, but like they don't care enough to where it's like if they're wrong, it's like once again it doesn't matter. Like, and that's why I said I don't really take YouTubers that say anything about me seriously. Like I don't take anybody that says anything about me seriously. But I've really stopped learning to care. Like people say, oh, this person said this. I'm like, what, a YouTuber? Like a YouTuber? Like YouTubers discredit themselves all the time, bro. I discredit I feel almost ashamed at times, man, because it's like, it's so bad. It's so bad at points, bro. Like nobody wants to do any basic research. Like some people do, but a lot of people don't. And it's spread to other places too. So it is what it is, you know, at the end of the day. We're just here to play games, have fun. And at least that's what I'm here for. So, and give you guys the right information, like the correct information, the good and the bad, both, you know. When there's something not good, I'll say it. When there's something good, I'll say it, you know. I'm not going to make up stuff or rush to judgment on things that I don't know fully or don't understand, like, you know. So, yeah. Let's see, I noticed some YouTubers get butthurt on the unable to sue Nintendo when it comes to EULA. My reaction is, why do you even want to sue Nintendo? Yeah, I don't understand. Like, but once again, Microsoft and Sony also have those protections in there too. So they all have that in there on their TOS. Like, hey, like to protect themselves from getting sued. So it's no different than anything else. You know, people are just, once again, I don't know. People are just being people. It would be cool if they made Resident Evil Revelations 3 for the Switch. That'd be cool. I would love Resident Evil Revelations 3 for the Switch. I thought they'd actually continue that series, but it's been, what, over a decade since we've seen another, like, Resident Evil. Like, that was only, we saw the second one. That came out, what, 2015 or 2014 or 2015. So it's been a while. It's been about a decade since the last Resident Evil Revelations game. So, yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down. All right, take it easy, Shane. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. I'm so hyped for the next Monolith Soft game. What would be your pick? A new game in the Xenoblade? I think it meant Xenoblade universe, or a brand new AAA Monolith Soft IP? I'll take either one because they're both going to be lit, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I think a lot of YouTubers get angry that Nintendo doesn't listen to them, like a lot of other companies. Yeah, I think maybe that's what it is too. I mean that might be it. But I mean, like I said, I think at the end of the day, a lot of people are just like, you know, they're just going off their own like opinion and their own whatever. I mean, but like I said, just because you're a YouTuber doesn't mean you're actually smart. So just, you also got to keep that in mind. Like, there are stupid people and there are stupid YouTubers, and there are YouTubers that don't read and that, like I said, can't read at a very high level. So therefore, they might be authentically getting upset, but if they just took a little bit more time to, you know, actually research, then they'd be better. But that's not the YouTube wasn't made for people to actually be accurate. Like, that's the thing about it. That's why you can't get too mad, because YouTube was not made for people to be accurate. Like, it was made for you to just say whatever you want for the most part, right? Within reason. So that's why a lot of this is accepted, and that's why the narrative on this is flipped to where someone who actually points out hypocrisy or wants to correct things, they're labeled as the bad guy. They're labeled as the bootlicker or the fanboy or the this and the that when they point out things, or when they say, oh, well, I don't think this is what I think. They're labeled as these things because YouTube has devolved into deranged opinions and, you know, and psycho type of yelling and into a mic and screaming at different things and being outrage culture and just being angry at everything or complaining about it. That's what YouTube is now, right? Like, it's just about that. So for a lot of people, not for everybody, but for a lot of people. So there are people that just come on here to be angry about things. Like, that's the whole point is for some type of controversy. It's like reality TV, to be angry about something. So YouTubers that don't do that are like missing out on like hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of their career, you know? So yeah. Bootlickers is basically just like a term, like whenever like you would suck up to, like, let's say a teacher, or like a teacher's pet, right? Or like a bootlicker would be like an army, like, oh man, you're cleaning the sergeant's boots, so you're licking the sergeant's boots because, you know, you're sucking up to them, or you're always, you know, bending over backwards to be part of the establishment, right? So that's essentially what they're saying there. It's a stupid term to use in gaming, you know, but people do it. Exactly, ass kisser, brown noser, teacher's pet, these type of things, right? Also, although it'd be to a different degree, because, you know, teacher's pet is different. You're just to the teacher, not necessarily to the school. But yeah, essentially the same thing. Did you hear about MJ, special contributor to NBA, goes to NBC in the fall? Yeah, I did hear about that. Pretty cool. Old YouTube was about making viral videos about Wild Wild West. I mean, old YouTube was about actual gaming and opinions on gaming. That's what old YouTube was about. Old YouTube, I was there in old YouTube. I started making YouTube videos in 2010. And YouTube we used to be a society. We used to actually have some culture and style and swag and stuff. And now it's just devolved into, like I said, gaming YouTube has just devolved into, I'm going to be angry about something, I'm going to complain about something. And that's what everybody wants to watch. Like, the best viewed gaming videos are just, I'm complaining about something. This is wrong on this. This is like, those are like the most viewed. Outside of like a few others, like obviously you have review channels, you have other people that do, you know, good work, but it's very interesting to say the least, you know. Let's see, I saw a lot of videos about Nintendo being able to brick the console in the case of piracy and using a negative point as if Nintendo has to serve pirates just because they paid for the console. That's the same things inside all the different terms of service, though. That's the funny thing. It's in everybody's terms of service. Cyber Toast with another $5 dono. Ninja Peach.
So much of YouTube has turned into a lot of old men yelling at clouds.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you haven't done that yet.
Not
but
yet.
I got my eagle eyes on you, buddy. Just in case tears of joy.
Yeah, I know. I haven't. I mean, I've old man yelled at stuff before, you know, but like, I think at this point, it's like I said, it's gotten to the point where it's deranged. You know, it's not even about being correct though. That's the thing. Like, I don't mind people having their opinion. If you have an opinion, YouTube's the place to have an opinion. You're like, you can have your opinions, you can say what you want. But I think the biggest problem is it's like the hypocrisy. I think that's my biggest issue, the hypocrisy and like the false there's like straight up false information, you know? So I think those are the two things that I have the biggest issue with Cyber Taurus is like, not people not liking something. You're allowed to not like whatever you want, but just like they said, the false information is probably the biggest issue, but with like the hypocrisy of it all, you know? So yeah. Console objectively inferior performance and sometimes value-wise, the feature set of a PC is just too massive to make it not worth it. I don't care about PC gaming one bit. To me, I wouldn't spend a bunch of money on PC gaming, but that's just me. like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I don't want to play games via Steam. I want to play games on my TV. I don't want to hook a PC up to a TV. I want to have a controller in my hand. I like console gaming, you know? But if you're into PC gaming, that's cool too. I also like the option, at least potentially for physical games. I know PC, maybe you can do it. You can burn onto a disc drive or something, but a lot of it's not standard. Like, you can't just like go buy PC games a lot from like physical. So I like the option to have a physical option, you know, an option for physical. I'm just not as big of a fan into PC. Like, I don't want to be sitting at my desk, you know, and I don't want to hook it up to my TV. It's much easier to hook up a console to the TV. So for me, PC gaming is not, you know, is not where it needs to be. All the other systems have discounts too. Like, Steam is not the only place for discounts. I know people like this. People like to make this illusion that like Steam is the only place where you can get discounts on games. It's like you can get discounts on like everywhere has discounts. Like, plus you have the option for physical gaming, which has discounts as well. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, for me, nah, I'm good. But for other people, sure. So yeah. I see. He says the only thing buying a console is exclusive graphics will always be worse than on PC. That's not true. There's a lot of times that graphics on console can look better than PC. It depends on what type of PC you have. If you have the best state-of-the-art PC, then sure. But a lot of people do not. So when you say, oh, graphics always look better on PC, that's not true. Not for everybody. That's also not true. Now, if you spend a lot of money on PC, sure. If you got the top-of-the-line PC, sure. But how many people have the top-of-the-line PC? Not many people have top-of-the-line PCs. There are people that have it, but a lot of people do not have the highest, most expensive PCs out there. So when people just make it seem as if everybody got the same mega PC, that's not true. And a lot of these developers make games for consoles. Like, the lead platform is the PS5, so it looks really good on PS5. But once again, it depends on what PC you have. It depends on what PC you have and how much you've spent on your PC and things like that, and how well the PC version is optimized, you know, compared to how they do on the consoles. So, how do you feel that Gears of War going to PS5? Do you think the Xbox as a brand is in trouble because of it? I mean, they've already played their move. They've already played their hand. Their hand is to be multi-platform. So, I mean, that's really it. So, yeah. If they're in trouble, not really, because they're making a ton of money now because they're going they sold 1 million copies of Forza between $60 and $100. And with a lot of people buying it for $80 to $100. Like, they're making considerably more money now than if they just made it exclusive and on Game Pass. So, I mean, is Xbox the console in trouble? I mean, maybe, but is the brand in trouble? No, because they're going to be selling a ton of games because they bought everything, you know? So yeah. Gears Reloaded is a free update on Xbox owners. Why would you buy that game again? Gears Reloaded is a free... I mean, if you don't have the Gears Reloaded, so if you don't have it, then yeah, you'd buy it. I don't have Gears Reloaded on Xbox. I have... Where is it at? Oh, I have the original Gears of War, but I don't have the other... I don't have the Gears Reloaded or the remaster of Gears on the 360 or on the Xbox One or whatever it's on. I don't have that. So I mean, if I wanted to play it on PS5, I would just buy it on PS5, but I don't want to play it on PS5. And like, they might have haptic feedback, or if you just enjoy the controller more, or, you know, if you have friends that you want to play on there. I mean, there's crossplay, but, you know. So yeah, there's other things that might, you know, give it a little bells and whistles on PS5 if you want to play it on there, you know. What's up, JSS? Welcome. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Visage P? Welcome to the stream. PC takes a lot of calibrating, which can be annoying, while consoles are more simple to use. Exactly. Like, I don't understand why people come in. Like, I don't understand why people come in here try to like sit here and talk about PCs. Like, listen, there's gonna be some people that like PC. If you think it's the best, that's fine. But what are you trying to argue for PCs for? Like, what's the point? It's irrelevant. Like, it really is. Like, it makes no sense. Like, not everyone's gonna want to play PC. Like, most people are gonna. A lot of people are just gonna want to play on a console. Hook it up to a TV and play on a console. They don't care about your. Looks the best on it. Like, light bulb nerd crap, bro. If that was the case, then nobody would even buy like the Game Boy back in the day, or nobody would buy the freaking DS, or nobody would have bought the Wii or the Switch, or because everyone would just be like, oh, let me just get a PC. So I don't understand why people even bring that up. Like, what's the point? Like, it ain't never been like that in the history of the modern console market. Most people have never opted to just play PC, which is the strongest. So I don't understand why people keep on bringing that up like that's some type of point. What's your point? Like, nobody gives a crap anymore. Like, if you want a PC, you'll go buy a PC. If you want a console, you'll go buy a console. Stop trying to regulate. Oh, this is always going to be the best. Who cares? Nobody cares. Like, people haven't been caring. So I don't understand why it's even an arguing point in the chat. It's weird. So really weird. Let's see. Hook up a console to play on a handheld and enjoy the games with ease. Desperate try to find mythical person who doesn't have a PC. Try to mythical person who doesn't have a PC. There's a lot of people that don't have gaming PCs. Up until this year, my PC didn't run any games that were newer than 2012. My man had that ghetto PC going. You know, that ghetto PC. So yeah. Does anyone here know if Mario Kart World has 4-player online per Switch 2, or is it 2-player? I think it's 2-player max. I'm not 100% sure, Donkey. We'll have to double check. I don't think you can do 4 players and then go online, because that stresses the system too much. Because I think they cut the frame rate with the 4 players. They cut the frame rate down. I think 2 you can do it, but I don't know about 4. But, yeah, 2-player. There you go. Party Man knows 2-player max. You need roughly $600 to $700 PC if buying brand new parts to match PS5 in performance. $600 to $700. If you really want to be like above a PS5 or a PS5 Pro, you're gonna have to spend a bit more than that, probably, right? Probably gonna have to spend a little bit more than that. So yeah. I'm the same, just not interested in PC gaming for now. Exactly. There's no point. So people coming here trying to, like, I don't understand the point. Like, what do you? Who cares? Like, just go play your PC. Like, nobody cares, you know. Shout outs to my man Cyber Torso. Thank you for the support, brother. Appreciate that. We are 8 combos away from the 30-minute extension tonight. Let's go. Big love, man. I don't see why you do 4-player. Yeah, if you got 4 people on one, you should just probably play local. Unless I guess you're trying to play against like maybe 4 like friends or something. But I mean, if you got 4 people in one room, just play right there. Just use you can have plenty of fun just playing right there local, you know. Let's see, the screen density would be too small. FPS would be atrocious as well. That's self-torture. Yeah, because it cuts the frame rate to 30. So I don't know how they wouldn't be able to get it going online with the frame rate cut to 30, like for everybody else if it's running at 60 for other people. So yeah. But it's all good though. From what I understand, or from what Nintendo said about the backwards compatibility, is that it's part emulation, part hardware for it. So they did say that it's partly emulated, Juggled. They did say that. So that's according to Nintendo themselves. Also, MVG made a video talk about how it's emulation as well. So, and he's a developer. So according to Nintendo, it is part emulation, like, largely, with a little bit of hardware. It's a little bit of a hybrid, but it's definitely emulation. A bit. Let's see. I wonder if you could cheat on Mario Kart World by going off-road and getting back on the course to finish line. No, because if you go off-road, then you're not the fastest point between two distances is a straight line. So if you're going off-road and doing all these different other things, that's not going to get you to the point that you need to go to. So yeah, you'll be able to go off-road, and maybe there might be like an item or something, but if you get too far off-road, you're just going to be off-road. You ain't going to be going to the point that you need to get to, you know? Let's see here. Lakito will pull you back if you go too far. All right, Lakito's still he's around. All right, what's up, DeAndre? Welcome. It's May 13th my time, May 12th for me, but yeah, it just turned midnight. So yeah. Let's see. About to be in 24th. What does that mean? I've always been a console gamer first, so games like Chrono Trigger and Link to the Past, among others, were there were some bad times when I was younger. So if I'm a console guy for life, yeah, I mean, yeah, I've always been more of that myself too. Give me just 1 second here, guys. I just got this little light that's messed up that I gotta adjust. All right, there we go. Yeah, little light was messed up. Gotta adjust it. So yeah. Me too, but it's all good. Like, people can play whatever they want, you know. Let's see, now if you're doing free roaming, then you can go anywhere. Okay, yeah, the free roaming, you can go anywhere. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, okay. So, guys, how about this? We're going to just chill on this Steam Deck and this PC thing tonight, all right, man? So, y'all get your last comments in, and then we can just move on, all right, man? We ain't doing this all night, because I can tell some of you guys want to sit here and argue that. We ain't doing that all night, man. So, just wrap it up. Your last stuff that you guys want to say with that, and move on to the next thing, all right? Cool. I wonder about it too. It's an emulator for the Switch 2. Costs more power to play Switch 1 games or get any improved. Yes, they did say that as well in the interview. Some Switch 1 games might just run better or just might look better just off the top. Because like when they did their testing, some games just ran better, you know? So yeah. All right. So, okay. So we're just going to time out some people, all right? I told you guys to get it, and you guys are just going. So we're just going to hit some people with about a 5-minute timeout, all right? So you guys just chill, all right, guys? Juggled, other people, just chill on that. We ain't doing this all night. I let y'all go back and forth a million times. All right, so just chill, okay, guys? Just chill, just chill. 5 minutes is fine. Y'all just go relax, okay? And come back. We can talk about it. We ain't devolving this whole stream into you two arguing about Steam Deck and emulation and whatever the case is. Man, ain't nobody care. All right, Steam Deck sold 4 million copies or 4 million units. Nobody cares, okay? Switch 2 is a whole different thing. Switch is a whole different thing. Steam Deck is a whole different thing. PC a whole different thing. Let them do what they like. We ain't doing this all night, man. Y'all being weird. Some of y'all being really weird and obsessive. So, or both of y'all can pay the arguing tax. If y'all want to pay the arguing tax, where you guys are lighting my chat up, I'm gonna need a crisp 10 from both of you guys. All right. If y'all want to do that, then y'all can go back and forth and argue and fill up my damn chat with you two arguing about PC. But if you ain't going to do that, well, I'll let y'all do that for 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you do it for 10. But if y'all ain't going to do that, then I need y'all to chill, all right? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Okay. Hey, what's up, Psycho Pie? Welcome to the stream, man. I appreciate you. Time is flying. 23 days till Switch 2. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, listen, like I said, I have no problem with PC gaming, but these two were going... they're just filling up the chat, typing whatever. It's like y'all both need to chill. Let's see here. There are going to be a ton of cool shortcuts from the footage I've seen on the world. I've been trying to limit how much I watch, Party Man. You know, I don't want to. I want it to be fresh. You know, but yeah. It looks like it's going to be a lot of different stuff that you can do. Yo, what's up, Slim Boy Fred? Thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Shout outs. Do you think we're going to get GTA 5 on Switch 2? It's possible. I don't know if we're going to, but it's possible. There's going to be a ton of cool... already read that, my bad. Shoutouts. 91 Game Boy says, I'm really looking forward to Metro Prime 4 on Switch 2. Looks very Halo-like. Halo-like. Yeah, I don't know if I'd associate it with Halo, but, I mean, sure, yeah. Excuse me. Metroid looks a little weak for me. Graphics department. Halo 4 was better. No. I mean, I don't really think Metroid looks weak in the graphics department. I think it looks pretty good. It's not the best looking graphics, but I don't think the graphics look weak. I mean, it's a Switch 1 game, though. Keep that in mind, guys. Like, it ain't a Switch 2 game. It's a Switch 1 game, just, you know, in high resolution on Switch 2. So, like, it's not like a Switch 2 game. It's a Switch 1 game. And it's at 120 frames per second. I mean, Halo originally didn't run at that. I don't know what it runs at now. I think you can probably run it at 120. Halo 4, like on Xbox Series X or something. But, yeah, it looks okay to me. Let's see here. Chrono Rig with the $5 says, I hope we get to see both Arc System Works games this year and just want to support your stream. Thank you so much, Chrono Rig. I appreciate that. Yeah, that'd be good if we saw Arc System Works, what they're working on. So, yeah, that'd be good. Absolutely. Thank you for that support, man. Combo breaks in the house. 3 combos away from a 30-minute extension on tonight's stream. Hey, yo, let's go, man. I appreciate that. What's up, Bob Rock? What I'm looking forward to is Final Fantasy VII Remakes coming to Switch 2. Nice, yeah. That'll be good. It says Zero Dot says, this PC is just serious business. I know, apparently. I had to cut it off. I tell you guys, man, we ain't doing the whole arguing all night. We ain't doing that. Like I said, I'll let people go or I'll go for a little bit. We'll let other people go for a little bit, but if you want to continue on, I'm gonna have to. You gotta invest. this is not your Twitter page. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like good discussion, but when it gets to the points where people are just, even if it's me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gets to the point where people just go and it's not gonna stop, and it's just no. Now you gotta invest. We ain't letting people do this. This ain't Twitter. So yeah. No more long arguments unless they pay up. If the person wants to pay up, I'll do it for 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. I'll go as long as they pay up, but I'm not doing it for free. We ain't doing that no more. You got it. We ain't doing that no more. Oh man. So let's see here. Mike Sean Williams with the 13 months membership. Joan Intier says, "Hey OJ, what up? What's up? What's up, man? I just had a real quick question. I don't want to get your opinion on this, but 100 men versus the 100 men versus one gorilla thing. You think who's winning, bro? Clearly the gorilla would win. Clearly the gorilla would win, guys. Like, come on now. The gorilla would win. Obviously the gorilla would win. So yeah, I don't think people understand how strong a gorilla is. So yeah." So yeah, quote the Joker: "If you're good at something, never do it for free." Look, there's a time and place to do things like that, but you know, it's not gonna be my stream going back and forth like on derivative, annoying topics. Now, if the topic is good, if it's a lit topic or a good debate or discussion, then okay, I will allow. But if it's this nonsense on someone trying to be Mr. Butt Professor for Mr. Super Whitey Tighty, pull your pants up nerd, pocket protector on PC gaming, like, this is corny, bro. Like, bro, if you want to play PC or you want to play Steam Deck, go play it. Like, but I don't need people over here being like Superman for PCs or Supermaning for anything. Like, who cares? Like, it ain't that big. Like, it's not even an interesting topic. Like, if it was interesting, I might allow it, but it ain't even really that interesting. It's just nerds going back and forth on PC gaming. Like, it's so boring. It's like so boring. This is lame. Corny. So yeah. That's what it came down to, man. Really, that's what it came down to. So yeah. I hope Nintendo will show us more first-party Nintendo Switch exclusive games later this year, Kirby. I mean, Nintendo always has Nintendo Directs, Mark Davidson. So yes, they're gonna show us more. They're gonna show us more exclusives and more stuff. They're gonna have shows. They're gonna have events. Then they're gonna reveal more games. Absolutely. Gorillas don't want to fight. They're peaceful creatures. If the men came at them, they would warn them. Gorillas real life are chilling. And okay, iSonic, you think that's true? Go up to a gorilla and punch a gorilla in the face and see what happens. Punch a gorilla and see if it doesn't snap your arm in half. Yeah, test out that theory IRL. Then they're safe. They just wanna chill. And they're not. You don't think nobody's gotten hasn't gotten absolutely massacred by a gorilla before? You don't think that's happened? You think that's something that people just would say? What would that, bro? A gorilla has straight up broken people's backs before. They've mauled people to death. They've ripped people's heads off. They've completely smashed people. Don't get me wrong. Yes, gorillas can be peaceful. But if it was 100 men versus one gorilla in a fight where the gorilla felt like they were in danger, they would absolutely destroy all the people, and they would not let themselves get destroyed by people. That's just not true. That gorilla would absolutely punch you and knock your face off of your neck. Let's see here. Shout out to Deported Sylvie. Thank you for the $2 dono. Says Mike Tyson said 100 of him would win. 100 of Mike Tyson would win? Yeah, there ain't 100 Mike Tysons out there though. That's the problem. There ain't 100 Mike Tysons out there. So yeah. Tarzan ain't real. At least the Tarzan that you're thinking of ain't real. But it's all good. Are any of the 100 men allowed to use weapons? No, that's the whole point. The whole point is to not use a weapon. Sure, if you can freaking use a gun or use like a sword or a machete, that could tilt the scales in your favor. But no, it would be a hand-to-hand fist fight, you know? Well, maybe 100 bodybuilder men versus one gorilla would probably could have had an advantage, OJ. No, because the gorilla would still win. No, the gorilla would still win. Cyber Taurus with the another one. Cyber Taurus out here. Let's go.
Okay, but, and this is important.
Okay.
Could 100 Naruto Uzumakis win against one gorilla? We need answers.
Dude, one Naruto Uzumaki can absolutely vaporize a gorilla. Yeah, that's yeah. A Naruto Uzumaki, yeah. he's destroying a gorilla because it's Naruto. But I mean, you know, that's a whole different thing. Shout outs, man. Appreciate that. Let's go. 30-minute extension unlocked on stream. Here we go, baby.
Overclock Buster!
Appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Stream clock extended 30 minutes. Let's go. Next one up at 45. Let's get it. Gotta gouge the gorilla's eyes out first. Yeah, good luck. Real question is DK a chill guy, right? Yeah, chill guy. Real question is who would win in the fight, Silverback Gorilla or Donkey Kong? Donkey Kong's the strongest gorilla that I would say, but the problem with the Donkey Kong is that, like, he's very strong and everything, but his games make him not look very strong. Now, I think he's been on Death Battle before, so they did estimate his strength based off of different things he's done in the games, but Donkey Kong's got to be, like, the biggest, like, glass cannon of all time. Like the biggest glass cannon of all time. Now, Donkey Kong Bonanza might change that, but Donkey Kong, like, you hit him 1 or 2 times and he goes running off crying. So it's like, that's in his games. His native and his, obviously Smash Brothers, no different, right? He's a heavyweight. He's very durable in that game. But like in Donkey Kong's games, he's actually pretty weak. From a defensive perspective, he's pretty weak. From an offensive perspective, he's very, very, very strong, right? He's very, very, very strong. But from defensively, yeah, not so much. So yeah. Does the Yamcha even gets clapped by? Yamcha would not get, bro. No, Yamcha would not get clapped. That's just messed up. I hate DK's new look, man. I like DK's new look. It makes it more like the movies, or the movie more like it. It's more animated. I think it looks better, especially in the new game. It looks like his face, like with the facial expressions and all that. It looks way better than his old look, in my opinion, at least. I mean, I feel like you got to do the overwhelm the gorilla, because eventually it'll tire out. No, it won't tire. No, it won't tire out. No, it actually won't tire out. No, it actually would not tire out, actually. So here's what would happen. You can't punch the gorilla with 100 fists at one time. So you'd have to fight the gorilla in waves. And the first number of people that would try to fight the gorilla would be absolutely destroyed. Now, if you're talking about a mental state of 100 men, if they're seeing their other 100 men get absolutely slaughtered right in front of them, it's going to change the way that the fight would go. Now, if they're fearless, maybe, okay, that's fine. But it doesn't matter, because the person that's engaging with the gorilla at first is going to crush that person. That person that tries to go and grab the gorilla is going to instantly get lifted up and smashed to the ground. And then the next person's going to come and they're going to try to grab him, and he's going to break out of it. Okay. And he's going to grab their arms and he's going to pull them with so much force. It's going to disjoint them or dislodge their arms. Other people are going to try to choke him. You're not going to be able to. His skin is too thick. It's too strong. You're not going to be able to penetrate with punches. It's just going to go right off of him. And that's what's going to happen one by one, bit by bit. Every single person is just going to get absolutely destroyed. The only way that they'd have a chance is if there was some type of weapon involved. Like if they had like a club, or if they had something that could penetrate and really, you know, knock the monkey out or knock the gorilla out. But if it's just fists, there's just no chance. The people in the front, or the people that try to surround them, they're going to get absolutely mauled. And it's just going to, you're not going to be able to tire him out, because once again, you can't attack him with all of the people coming at him at once. It's going to have to be in waves, you know? It can't be just 100 people just dogpile him. That's not how human anatomy and fighting works. So you could try to surround him, but like I said, people kicking or punching him, he's going to grab one of them and he's going to rip their arm off. You know, like that's what's going to happen. And then somebody else, and then he's going to freaking break the arm of somebody. He's just going to go by one, you know? So yeah. Your teeth can't penetrate his skin, the monkey's skin. It won't be able to penetrate it. So, no. This is peak Andre the Giant, Shaq, The Rock, James Harrison, Vince Wolford, DK Metcalf, and 50 of the other world's strongest men can be. No, I don't think so. Did you say DK Metcalf? The receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, he's buff and very in shape. I agree, but like, no. No. Oh my gosh. Use a finger and attack to rake its eyes. He's gonna the monkey's gonna close his eyes and he's just gonna be ripping random people's arms and dislodging people from just a sense. It's not happening, guys. It's not happening. So yeah, you could definitely bite the gorilla's skin and penetrate it. You're not going to be able to bite the gorilla's skin enough to penetrate it to where it's going to do any type of real damage to him. Like, not really. You're not going to be able to bite the skin hard enough, or you're not going to be able to dig deep enough to where it actually does anything to the gorilla. The skin is so thick, and you're not going to do a bite's not going to do anything. All you're going to do when you bite it, you're just going to get your head crushed. That's what he's just going to grab you and he's going to take your skull and he's going to crush it. That's what he's going to do. Or he's going to take you and he's going to drive you so far, he's going to break all your teeth. That's what's going to happen. Or he's going to punch you so hard, he's going to smack you, or he's going to hit you so hard, he's going to cave your skull in. That's what's going to happen when you try to bite him. He's just going to cave your skull in. That's what's going to happen. So, see, facts. Might be right, OJ. Marlon Gaming Nation said the same thing you said. Yeah, like there's no way. There's no way. Once again, like how you'd fight the gorilla. Like I said, the only way that they'd be able to do it is if, like maybe like what the GOAT said. Like you get like the world's strongest men, right? And you study and you train and you learn. And maybe, and even then you don't have a chance. But that would be the only way that I would say is like you'd have to go through specific training, finding the weak spots, knowing exactly how, formations, like you'd have to make it like a boot camp to where you have a specific thing in terms of, and people would have to sacrifice themselves. You'd have to have a certain way of doing things. People would have to sacrifice themselves in the front. And it'd have to be militaristic in how they approach to take down the monkey. That would be the only thing that I would say. I mean, yeah, but it'd have to be quite possibly the most trained, the most agile. And once again, you're going to have casualties. There are going to be many people killed, and they'd have to just throw their life away, you know? So yeah. I don't know about a gorilla, but I think definitely take orangutan. You have to get different types of strong dudes. All need 20 dudes to get him down, and there's still 80 dudes. The 20 dudes wouldn't be able to hold him down, even if they're the strong. Like, that's the problem. Like, I think it would go awry. It wouldn't, because like 20 people, you can't let 20 of the strongest men can't grab the gorilla. You can't have 20 people grabbing one gorilla. That is, you don't. There's not enough space. So when someone tries to grab him, the first person that tries is going to get completely like ragdolled, you know what I'm saying? Or is going to get their heads caved in, you know? So that's the problem. Like, you can't grab him with 20 people. Maybe you can start him with like 5 or 6, but if you're talking about the world's strongest men, these are going to be big guys. So they're not going to, 20 people aren't going to be able to grab him all at once, you know? And then on top of that, the gorilla's going to be moving. The gorilla's going to be moving. He's going to be moving. He's going to be active. So it's like I said, if y'all think like, it's not gonna, it's just, there's no possible way without a very striked, coordinated effort from quite possibly the most talented, best individuals in the world. Like, that's the only way. Imagine someone tuning into this stream for the first time. There's probably some first time watchers. Like, we are talking about a gorilla, but that was a very popular thing. I think most people have heard about it. The gorilla versus, 100 men. Because even with the weapon, I mean, yeah, of course. You think we'll get some type of Xenogears content for Switch 2? I hope so. I'm not sure, but I hope so. Which, again, as I said, you would end up losing tools against the gorilla in engagement, 0 casualty rate. You would end up using yeah, exactly. Like, many people would die if you did that. They need to make a video game of 100 versus gorilla Switch 2. That'd be interesting. Chuck Norris. Yeah, Chuck Norris might be the only person. Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris could do it. While these 100 men are trying to figure out how to take down the gorilla, I would be loading up a tranquilizer gun, some elephant tranquilizer just to get it done. Fight smarter, not harder. Yeah, once again, this is also I mean, if it was me, yeah. But this is all talking about like just no weapons, hand-to-hand combat, you know, hand-to-hand combat. What do I think about Sonic Rumble? I don't know what that is. What is Sonic? Is that a mobile game? I don't care about mobile games. Also, imagine Gorilla wrecking some dudes. I bet tons of the remaining guys would. That's what I'm saying. Like the mental would have to be there. Like what happens when you see the first, I don't know, 15 people get absolutely crushed? Will you still be willing to, you know, die for the cause? I mean, maybe. Listen, there's been many heroic people. But there'd have to be a reason. Usually people, they fight harder when there's a reason. Like, what's the reason to fight 100 versus a gorilla? There's like no reason. Unless the gorilla was like King Kong or something like that, and like it was threatening your home, or that gorilla was like on a rampage. Like, could you get 100 people to even do it for real? You know? So yeah. Look, if you blind the gorilla with your poo, you might have a chance. Ew, that's nasty. Ape Out on Switch. Ape Out, yeah. We need a new Rampage game. Now that we're talking about gorillas and fighting against people, you guys see what happened in Rampage? That's what would happen IRL almost. Like, you ever play the Rampage game? It just goes just that's basically what was. Rampage was freaking awesome, man. That game was so good. I loved that game back in the day. I don't know what happened to that franchise. I think Midway, they made more Rampages, but I remember playing Rampage all the time back in the day with my brother. We played it so much. Basically just like a King Kong simulator. That's really what it was, what Rampage was. You could just pick, I think it was multiplayer too. Yeah, you could pick 2 to 3 players, or single player, and you just go on different levels and just boom, boom, just crush buildings, eat people, destroy tanks. It was great. Let's see here. The gorilla kidnapped the princess. There you go. Silverback can easily lift 4,000 pounds. So yeah, which is, they lift 4,000 pounds. That's crazy, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll never beat a gorilla. As soon as one of your homies gets his arm pulled off, you make a bone-handed club out of it, like Legend of Zelda. Do a club like those bone clubs are really weak though. You hit them a couple times, those bone clubs go scattering. Hey, what's up, Rescue Squad? Welcome to the stream. Shout outs as well. Thank you so much, Sicilian, with the $2 dono. Appreciate that, man. I get upset when I play Rampage 2 with my cousin because he plays the Rhino monster more often and he crushes the buildings so fast. Do you guys still play Rampage? I don't even know, like, can you play Rampage on any modern systems? Can you actually play Rampage like on the Switch or like on anything modern? I'd actually like to play that again, to be honest. So that'd be great. It'd be really good. I'd be down. I'd be down for it, you know? Shout outs to Streets of Rage. Just throw turnips, that way they can't recover. Yeah, that's how BS Peaches. She's throwing vegetables at you, getting knocked out, you know? Gonna look before I sleep. Hey, take it easy, Tommy. Thanks for coming out, man. The only Rampage content we got in the past decade was a movie in 2018 that starred The Rock. Yeah, I remember that, but like, there's no games. Like, we can't play games on the modern platform. Like, is there any like digital download or anything like that? But I guess that's the only thing you said, right? 2018 Rampage movie with The Rock. It's just terrible. Trash. Man, I fire up some Rampage. Didn't GameCube have Rampage World Tour? They had a few of the games. I think so, yeah. There was a Rampage game on the GameCube, but I think it got like really terrible reviews, so I ended up not buying it. I was interested for a bit, but I'm like, man, these reviews are kind of trash. Like, hold up. Rampage. Let's check it out, though. I think we should probably take a look at it. Rampage GameCube. Yeah, like there was like monsters and stuff. Yeah, there's a Rampage Total Destruction on the GameCube. Yeah. This game, I remember this game, man. This game was interesting. Rampage Total Destruction. Got a huge rat. Hold up, they're using the monkey here. Eating the people. Man, this actually looks kind of fun though. Oh, he's cooking that. Was there a hot dog in there? Oh, down goes the building. What's that building's? Oh, you can go in like. Oh wow, you can go like in the background and stuff. Yeah, flips.
Put me down, you devil.
Oh. Oh man. That building takes a while to crush though. Okay, so this is where they got the idea for Donkey Kong Bonanza. This is definitely Donkey Kong Bonanza running on the Switch 1. Donkey Kong Bonanza on the Switch 1 or 3DS. Yeah, it's a port of Donkey Kong Bonanza. This looks greasy. This is also what would happen if the 100 versus the gorilla. 100 man versus one gorilla. That dude came running out of there. Yeah, Rampage was on everything back in the day. There's no music, right? There's no music. There should be some music, shouldn't there? Oh, yo, Chuck. Chuck, where's he throwing it to? Just. Why are people still driving like nothing's happening? Like, you should definitely turn and go the other way. You should not be driving towards the huge monkey eating and rampaging on things. So yeah, like, I don't know if that's the good thing. Okay, you can just leg smash it. People taking pictures? Okay, leg kick. Looks like this probably gets real repetitive fast. Let me see what they gave it in review scores.
This traffic report is brought to you by Scum Soda. That's Scum Diddlyicious.
Scum Soda, Scum Diddlyicious. Dude, yeah, this game got trashed in the reviews. Look at this, guys. Woo! Oh, it was on the Wii too. Absolutely garbage reviews. Complete. Yeah, that's why I didn't. I remember this game coming out, and that's the reason why I didn't buy it, because I saw the reviews and I'm like, oh, I'm not buying this crap. Shoutouts to Cyber Taurus with the $5 dono.
Rampage World Tour was the N64. My bad.
Okay.
Ball.
No, it's all good.
I do remember playing this one though.
Oh, you played this one? Okay, Rampage. We can check out that too. Rampage World Tour. Okay, let's check out Rampage World Tour. We'll go in reverse. World Tour. Thank you for the 5. Shout out to Cyber Taurus, man. You out here dominating. Oh, the N64 and the PS1. Okay. Yeah, I remember. Okay, this is because this looks like the NES one. They look more like the NES one here. 97. Oh man, pretty big graphics difference between the N64 and the GameCube. This looks more animated though. It looks more fun, right? Looks faster. Obviously not 3D graphics, but well, not completely 3D at least. But it looks more faster and looks more. Who's this lady? She's out here. It's fast. And they got music in the background. Oh, you can do Donkey Kong flips. That's literally from Donkey Kong. They definitely took that. Like the flips, like the bouncing and the flips. Was this one actually fun though, Cyber Torch? Like, was this good? I don't know if this one was good or not. Rampage, let me look it up. Like, was it good? Or did you, more like, did you have fun with it? Rampage, Rampage World Tour. Oh, there wasn't reviews back then of it. Yeah, there's no reviews because it's too old before the reviews. At least I couldn't find it on here. His foot's on fire. The original Rampage better than this one. You had fun with it? Yeah, it looks like it'd actually be a pretty fun game to play. Like even like a rental too, or just if you just got it on the cheap, you know? This looks like I'd probably have a blast with this. I don't know why I never rented it back in the day. I probably should have on the N64. I never rented it. But it actually looks like it'd be pretty fun. Oh. The art style looks way more like the NES. That's what I like about it. You know? Yeah. I enjoyed this game. Beat it on the GameCube. Beat this game on the GameCube. One of the arcade games. A few buddies. Yeah, local co-op. You can like fight each other in the local co-op too, right? Alright, let's check out the Rampage on the NES. That was the one that I played. I actually had this one. The Rampage on the NES, that was the game that I had, that I remember playing. Yeah, here we go, this one. 1988. Oh my gosh, 86, 88. George, Lizzie. Ever-growing concern over Mega Vitamin. This is the one that I remember playing. Yeah, the graphics at least got a huge bump up from... Yeah, the graphics are a huge bump up. I remember this, yes. This is the one that I remember playing so much. Dude, and there's music. Yes. I think those were teacups? What were those? I don't remember. I used to call them teacups. We got chicken. Alright, here's George. George is laying waste to these buildings. Yeah, this one right here. There's a second Rampage game on the N64. What was it called? The second Rampage game. Well, I'm guessing if they made multiple ones, it was actually doing okay, sales-wise. No, this was on the NES. This was not Atari. This was on the NES. You gotta be careful. Because if you're on the buildings when they fall down, I think you also lose health or something. Look at that. Yeah, oh there you go. Yeah, you gotta jump and hit that helicopter. And like you didn't have to pound on the buildings, they would just crumble themselves, like when you hit all of them. Yeah. Real life Jekyll and Hyde. And like more and more buildings. Oh, there's the money. Don't eat the death. The lady in the bathtub. Oh yeah, this is it. Universal Tour was great too. What's Universal Tour? Let's check out that real quick. Universal Tour Rampage. Oh, that's the other one. Oh, okay. Rampage 2. Universal Tour. So we didn't see this one. Oh wow, what is this about? This one looks crazy. The monkey. Where's the monkey though? I don't want to play as like a weird looking. Where's the monkey? I want to see the monkey. This ugly alien. I don't know why they're using this ugly alien. Okay, yeah, this is it. This, look at the animation, the music, the speed of the game. Yeah, this one looks a lot better. Oh! I think it'd be repetitive in today's day. I don't think people are gonna play this and be like, oh my god, this is exciting. But I mean, maybe for like a fun little nostalgic romp. I don't know why they're using this weird looking alien thing. Moving on. You gotta beat certain times or... Oh man, they're dropping freaking bombs on you. They're going fast too. The original monsters were captured, so the new monsters have to rescue them. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, okay. This was a nice little nostalgic, you know, look back at Rampage. I remember, like I said, I remember playing the game so much back in the day, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So yeah. Yeah, these games are best with local co-op, for sure. For sure. Local co-op was where it was at. Shout out to Cyber Taurus, though, man. Thank you for another $5. We got that extension going. Hey, yo, let's go. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that combo break. Let's get that overclock as well. Like I said, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it tonight just because
Overclock Buster!
Roy actually has to edit. So we'll probably end the stream a little bit early, then we'll add the time on like we usually do. Because I've got to edit before I go to sleep tonight. And it's already going to be 10 o'clock. So we'll probably go to the top of the hour. So if you guys have questions, comments, thoughts, tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence. If you got music requests, if you've already dropped a dono, just let me know what your music request is. I'll play it. So Cyber Torso if you want something, or Sicilian if you want something. If you drop a dono, put your music request in there and I'll play it for the last portion till about 10 o'clock tonight. I'm editing and watching right now. Psychopie, have you made any content in the last like years? I didn't know you actually made content, or are you working for someone else editing? This is where the Rhino's OP. The Rhino's OP in that game? Oh, okay. Yes, Expedition 33 is awesome. I'm about 50-something hours into the game. I'm on the last act, getting ready to beat the game. I've beaten some of the optional, like endgame-ish content, optional content. It's really good. I just fought one, and I'm not going to spoil it, but I just fought something. Literally, it'll kill you in one hit every single time. You've got to parry it because you're not going to be able to break it without parrying. So the advice, remember the advice that Kotaku, or was it Polygon or Kotaku? I forgot which one. They gave to players. Yeah, don't parry anything in Expedition. Yeah, don't do that because then you're never going to learn the skills to be able to beat all the extra content. But yeah, I just fought against this super one-hit kill. Got to parry everything. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I only parry. Like, I rather actually lose the fight than to not parry. That's the funny thing. I rather actually like die and just start over than to dodge, because dodging just feels so lame, you know. So I rather get cooked, learn the timing. And at first I dodge sometimes, like when I have like the dodger trait, right? That would get you like an extra AP point. But now I have like you get an AP back on parry and all sorts of stuff, and like the counterattacks, like counterattack damage. You know, you're not going to be able to, like on the hard mode, you're not going to be able to whittle away some of these big bosses and like health if you don't. I mean, yeah, sure, you can still do crazy builds and break the game in some ways, but if you'll be fighting way longer than you need to fight. Just learn how to parry, you know. Think we're gonna get Elden Ring Night Rain on Switch too? Probably. Parry is so satisfying, does so much damage, but a learning curve. Oh yeah, definitely a learning curve. The learning curve for me, at least what I learned how to do is like, it's like, and I did this before, but it's like, don't wait till right before the hit. It's like, wait till they actually kind of like hit you and then you parry. But the timing is off based off of different attacks. Like, it's not the exact same timing because of how like the animations work. Like, it feels like it's different timing. It might not actually be different timing, but it feels like it's different timing based on just how like the animations work in the game. So it's like some attacks feel like you can press it a bit earlier. Some attacks feel like you have to wait a little bit longer. But that's not, I don't think that's actually the real case in like real time, you know? Yeah, the headphones with audio cues is good. I have a surround sound, but sometimes I can't play it too loud because, you know, my kid might be sleeping, or my wife's like, that's too loud. So sometimes like if it's like, you know, daytime and I can play it, I can hear the audio cues, but sometimes like I can't hear the audio cues. So I just go off the visual cues because I don't want to go off the audio cues. So I taught myself to go off of the visual cues instead of the audio cues. Isn't Elden Ring TARDIS Edition coming to Switch 2, including Night Rain? No, Night Rain is a separate game. You're thinking of Shadow of the Erdtree. That's the DLC that came with Elden Ring, so that's coming with it, yes. But Night Rain, that is a separate multiplayer game in the Elden Ring universe. Thoughts on Tatum with the potentially torn Achilles injury? At least he has 163 million guaranteed. Yeah, I don't care. Like, you know, he's fine. He'll be okay, or at least he'll train and get back. The Knicks were winning, so yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me, at least. That's what happens when you play sports. You get hurt. Yeah, the soundtrack's really good. Soundtrack's one of the best soundtracks I've heard. It's really good. Rampage soundtracks? All right, I got you, man. Shout out Cyber Torso. I got you, brother. Got you for some Rampage music. Rampage. No. Rampage. Game music. Rampage game of music. Alright, here we go. Yeah. I'm terrible at parrying right now, but I'm able to dodge pretty successfully. Yeah, the dodge gives you more of a window, but like I said, you can spam the dodge if you want to, but the problem is that if you just do the dodge, some bosses are going to be unbeatable if you just do the dodge, because counterattacking just does way more damage. So some bosses you can beat it without spamming dodge, but you're not going to be you're going to be fighting for forever. So if you learn the parry timing, it'll be so much easier to fight certain enemies and bosses and things like that. And some places you can't dodge, right? It's like sometimes you have to parry for some attacks. I mean, most stuff you can dodge though, but sometimes like the dodge timing on it is ridiculous. Oh, and also there's some side quests in the game where you literally have to parry. Like there is no dodge. You have to parry. Like there's side quests in the game like hey, like you have to, you have like an enemy, and like the enemy is like throwing attacks at you, and they're saying, hey, you got to parry every single one of these. There's actually a couple different side quests like that. So if you're just spamming dodge all the time, you're not going to be able to beat those side quests in the game. So yeah, exactly. For breaking, when you counterattack, you get a huge boost to the break meter. So then, of course, like breaking someone's very good, especially on the hard difficulty. I mean, on any difficulty. Well, not on the story mode difficulty. That's just the enemies just kill over and die. But on normal or hard, yeah, absolutely. When do you think we'll get Elden Ring Night Rain on Switch 2? I don't know if we're even gonna get it on Switch 2. I'm not even sure if we will. The Rampage 2 Universal Tour theme was my jam when I was young. Nice. Hey, what's up, Tony Carter? Any thoughts on the NBA playoffs? Nothing right now, no. So just practice. Yeah, the best thing I would say is practice. Like, if you practice your parries, man, the good thing about the game is that they know that people are going to get cooked, so that's why they save after every battle. So it's not like you have to lose your progress. Like, after every battle, it saves. You walk to an area, it saves. It saves every single 5 seconds, the game saves. So you can experiment and lose and parry if you want to, or like get cooked. But yeah, you get better and better, as you go along. Bro, I'm doing the same thing, Huddy. I'm trying to squeeze everything I can out of it, but I kind of want to. The thing about it is that like I could beat the game and then like just play it casually, and then till Switch 2. But like I thought about, because like Xenoblade Chronicles X, I'm so close to Switch 2, and I don't know if it's just gonna play better on there. So I kind of just want to wait and like hold off on Xenoblade Chronicles, or sorry, did I say 2? Xenoblade Chronicles X, sorry, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. I kind of want to hold out, So yeah. Do you think Oblivion will come to Switch 2? I think that's already been rumored, yeah. Guy at the gas station right now told me he won't be getting Switch because Nintendo will brick the system for no reason. Legit low brain cells. Okay. All right. So when people actually get their Nintendo Switch 2s and he wants to play something, trust me, those are the first type of people who are going to fold when they see a game that they want to play. I'm holding off on X until Switch 2. Yeah, I could see that. Thinking the same with Xeno X. Yeah. Same, haven't gotten to X yet in hopes for Switch 2 patch. Me too. Because it's like there's so much content on there, and if it's running at 60 frames, or let's just say it's just running and loading and just way faster, or let's just say it just plays way better on there, but I'm like, okay, here we go, Bring all Wii games to Switch 2. All Wii games. Which games would you like to see from Wii come over to Switch 2? Yeah, I stopped at around chapter 6. I'm like 70 something hours though. I got a lot of hours, but I'm like, what? Expedition came out. Let me just play Expedition. The only thing that I would say was an Expedition, like when you fly with SK or whatever, like like man, like the pop up in the game is atrocious. But yeah, outside of that, it's awesome. And also there's some mini games that there's a mini game that I hate in there too. But yeah, that's about it. Bro, it's tough for me as well. Expedition's helping it better, helping me get like not play Xenoblade though, because like Expedition feels like a proper lit, JRPG, like a Metaphor, Refantasio, a Persona, Xenoblade. It feels like a proper lit RPG, so I have no problem. If I'm playing one proper lit JRPG for like, and I put one on the back burner, because of potential better upgrades or improvements, that's fine by me too, you know. All right, take it easy, party man. You got to go to work, man. Take it easy. Is the minigame as bad as Tiger? It's just about as bad. Yeah, it's just about as bad. I paused Unicorn for Xenoblade X, but I'll probably get back to it since I got a scale and Switch 2 would be nice. Oh yeah. Haven't caught up with the news. Don't understand the whole system bricking situation. Isn't that a thing with all consoles? It is. Yeah, people just got insane and went nuts because Nintendo Switch 2. But yeah, and like the whole you can't sue Nintendo for certain things. It's like the same things are said in other EU, LA terms of service and stuff. So people just went nuts because Nintendo. So yeah. We doing ninja lobbies when MK World drops? Yes, 100%. 100%. 100%. So yeah. Let's see here. All right, see Nintendo hate thing, yeah. I've been clearing my backlog in the meantime, waiting. Let's see here. Have you seen any update for FF9 Remake? Nothing for FF9 Remake. Nothing for FF9 Remake at all. See, limited run games confirm that their games hold a full game on the cartridge. Yeah, they're numbered games. We'll have a full game. Whatever they do, we don't know what they're doing yet, right? So once we get that, but it's good, but then it's also like, ooh, we're gonna have to wait and see, you know. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see how long it takes and the prices and all that good stuff, you know. So yeah. Hey, with the news about 64GB cards, do you think the devs will use Switch 1 cards for game releases? Seems like a good idea to keep costs down since they are compatible. Switch 1 games are actually not compatible as a Switch 2 game. A Switch 1 game does not have the speed to load and play fast enough on the Switch 2 in terms of like a Switch 2 game. If it's going to be a Switch 2 game, it's going to have to be a Switch 2 game. You know what I'm saying? Because the cartridges are different. So no, if you could do it that way, they would have already did that with the games that we have so far, right? With some of the games, if you could just use a Switch 1 cartridge and do it that way, it would have to be a Switch 1 game, and then obviously Switch 1 and Switch 2 are two different systems. So, any ideas when the NSO game controller will go live tomorrow? I don't know when exactly it'll go live, but it'll go live at some point tomorrow. So yeah. All of Nintendo's games are on the cartridge, so I mean, if you want, you can just play Nintendo's games, because most of Nintendo, if not all of them that we've seen so far, they're all on cartridge, so yeah. I wonder if Switch 1 game is digital, if it'll load faster on Switch 2 though. Maybe. Yes, it's possible, because it is emulation, so it's possible, but it's not a guarantee. Is the GameCube controller for online only subscribe? I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so, yeah. The only thing I've heard is that Switch 2 game cart will also work on Switch 1. I've heard that, but not every. We don't have that confirmation for every single game. We know that's going to work for Rune Factory, the Guardians of Azuma game, but we don't know if that's going to be for every game. Oh wait, is Rampage on NSO? I don't think Rampage is on NSO, but maybe somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that a lot of just testing when it comes to certain games would be good, you know, for Switch One games. So yeah, you can only order if you're an NSO subscriber. There you go. Keep it okay. Yeah, gotta keep an eye on Wario 64. The Xeno game should load way faster, right? I mean, it's guys. Once again, there is no guarantee. It's possible. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys it is. No, we have to wait. We have to test. So guys, listen. For those that are asking, it's possible. It's emulated. It's not running native. If it was running native like 100%, it'd probably run the exact same. But guys, it's emulated, so it could. We have to wait and test. I'm not gonna tell you guys that it is gonna run faster, or it is gonna load quicker, or it is gonna look better. It could, possibly, but we have to wait and see. Once the system launches, then we can test the games. Then we can kind of go from there, you know, from there. So it's a wish list. Yeah. I just want to make sure that I'm clear, because I think some people think that maybe I said it in a video, or maybe I misspoke in terms of how I'm speaking. So yeah, we can't sit here and say that it's 100% gonna run better or load faster or anything for right now. But I will be testing though. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure Digital Foundry and everybody and their mom will be testing out Switch One games to see how they run and how they look and how they play and how they this and how they that. So I'm on Game Explain will probably do a million videos, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Yeah, they're talking about, those are the updates that Nintendo those are the updates that Nintendo said themselves, right? Like that they're actually gonna patch. There are some things that might just run better without an update. Very similar to Xbox Series. Xbox Series, it runs very, like, it'll just, without a patch, it can just run better. Sometimes it can just be boosted to 60 frames or whatever, even without it, you know? So that's what could happen. Nintendo did reveal it. When we did our testing, games just ran better off the top. So that could happen. Not every game, but that could happen. So we have to wait and see and test, you know? But yes, Xeno 3 takes a long time just to even boot up to the main screen. Xenoblade X is way faster. But for right now, we know about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We know about Mario Odyssey. We know about, the ones that they've already talked about. We got Captain Toad. There's like a number. There's like 12 games or so. So. Yeah, there's going to be a million different videos on YouTube. It's going to be a bonanza. No DK. So yeah. No DK. There's gonna be games that have uncapped FPS. It's gonna be wild. Yeah, I'm looking forward to just seeing some of the tests and like what runs better, things load faster or whatever. I just want that behind me, move on with my life, not come back and torture me. What are you talking about, Neo Blitz? Oh, okay. Oh, something happened. Okay, somebody triggered you in a different live stream. Okay, sorry to hear about that, man. Why can't Switch 2 games be put on Switch cards? Not eBury Switch 2. I don't know what that means. Faster load speed. PS2 games were on CDs and DVDs. Those were speeds and sizes plus. PS2 and GameCube games. Okay, so PS2 and GameCube games use a different type of media. They use DVD media, which is significantly slower than, like, let's say like an Express SD card, right? Or like an Express card, or the NAND flash memory. Or even like the SSD speeds, like PS2 games and all that, they're way slower. And that's the reason why your PlayStation, for example, doesn't actually play the game off of the disc. It's too slow. It plays the game off of the hard drive, you know? So that's the reason in terms of that. When it comes to why can't Switch 2 games be put on the carts, is because the price. A lot of developers, they don't want to pay the price to put them on the cart to get the cartridge printed. And the sizes can be quite big. Now, even some of them that are smaller, but there are some information that's coming out that, hey, look, even with the carts, right? Like Nintendo's not offering a lot of different sizes with carts. Like they're not offering like a 32 or they're not offering like a 16 or something like that. So some developers opted to not pay for the 64 gigabyte cart. But even with that being said, the developers that had access to the 64 gigabyte cart didn't use it either. Like, you know, Street Fighter, Hitman, there's a number of games. So we have to wait and see how that's going to be like in the future. So yeah, I didn't pre-order the 1 terabyte SD card Express. No, I didn't care about it. PSP UMDs didn't have much dulce anyway. What does that mean? Sorry to hear about that, man, Neo Blitz. Yeah, sorry to hear about that, brother. I'll definitely not bring it up. You know, I don't want you to have trauma. Dead Space remaster, yeah, Dead Space remaster would be pretty cool. So, Dibanez, yeah, appreciate that, man. No problem. Thanks for coming out to the stream. I waited 5 years to play FF7 Remake on Switch. You really didn't play it because you thought it'd come to Switch at some point? That's hilarious, dude. That's so funny. That is so funny. This is why GTA 4 rather than GTA episodes. I don't think it's an either or. I think it's because they wanted to do GTA 4. You know, pretty iconic game for most people, for a lot of people. Plus, that game's I think is already in HD. That'd probably be less work than like what was that Liberty City Stories? Isn't that like a PSP game or something like that? Might be a little bit harder to get that over than like a game that's already in HD. Memory space for anything if auto-corrected. Okay, got you. Memory space. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The size of the cartridge, the space, and the money that it costs. I think it's really the money. That's what it costs. It's the money. Like, if the 64 gigabyte cartridges were like super cheap, like a DVD or like a Blu-ray, then I think everyone would have done it. You know. The conversation is, yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny because you know what the funniest thing is, when the system launches, people are just gonna buy the game key cards and not think anything of it. that's the hilarious thing that's gonna happen. People are just gonna go to the store and be like, oh, so it's like my PS5 where I gotta just basically just install, which is essentially like a download, or I just gotta download a patch or an update. Yeah, whatever. Like they're just gonna not care. And I haven't said that yet because, you know, obviously I don't like the game key cards as much, but that's the reality of it. People are just gonna be like, I don't care. You know. A lot of people are just gonna be like that. So odd Switch 2 cart sizes pick up where Switch 1 left off. I don't know what that means, Deathmaster K. I don't know what that means. Switch 2 or Switch 1 never had 64 gigabyte cartridges, so yeah. I think Nintendo was taking the damage for being upfront with the details about game keys. Other platforms have been doing it for a while, not often, but there it is. Yeah, they actually put a name to it. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, I think they had to because there's so many developers that are doing that all in a row and at launch. So, I mean, Nintendo probably could have been like Microsoft and Sony and say, hey, look, you got to just, it's a cartridge, but you just got to download the game. They could have done that. And yeah, maybe it would have had like less, you know, blowback from people because people are really, I'm not going to say stupid, but people are really like weird about this type of stuff. If you don't give a name to something, they'll just randomly associate it. But if you give a name to something, they'll sit there and they'll vilify it and think it's like the worst thing ever. Even though, like I said, it's like you said, it's already been done multiple times. However, once again, a lot of the games on PlayStation 5 or on Xbox Series, depending on what you're playing on either system, are actually on the disc, you know? So yeah, there's also that. But yeah, it's been done before, clearly. Let's see, why are they charging consumer the same price digital and physical editions? Consumer has to buy the micro SD card, HUDs, and consumer install them. It's the same reason why they do the same thing on PlayStation and Xbox. It's no different. They're not going to charge a different price for physical or digital. One, that's going to piss off their retail partners if they do that. So it's the same thing on Microsoft and Sony's front. Heck, same thing on if you want to buy Monster Hunter Wilds on Steam, it's $70. If you want to buy it physical on PS5, it's $70. So it's the same thing on anything. So if you want, we should have had that. That question should have been asked a long time ago if you had an issue with that. That shouldn't be asked right now. Microsoft, especially bad with data on disc for the last 2 generations. At least Sony's first party are mostly on disc. Yeah, mostly. But I think like the end result or the end problem is that all these games have patches that, sure, if you don't want to be connected to the internet, sure, can you play it off of there? Sure you can, but the experience is not going to be as good because of the updates. Like, you kind of, some of them are like game breaking bugs or like issues or content or certain things, right? So it's like, don't get me wrong, like I like to have the physical game, but like internet, the funny thing is that for me, internet was never actually the issue that I had with all digital or taking up your hard drive. To me, it was taking up the space on your hard drive. That was the issue that I had with all digital. Like, all digital future, you can't buy, sell your games and taking up space on your, those were like my two things. It wasn't because of game preservation or having like to download something once. It was really more because you can't sell your game for like digital and it takes up space on your hard drive. That was my issue. That's my issue overall. So it's kind of like all these games take up space on your hard drive now, right? Except for like if you actually have a real physical, like some of the games on Switch 2 are gonna be. Let's see, 64 gigabyte is the next size after Switch 1, 32 gigabyte. Yeah, I understand, but I didn't know you said pick up where. I didn't understand like that logic of pick up where the Switch 1 left off. Like, I didn't get that. I mean, sure, yeah, they doubled it again. Okay, so now that you clarified that, I got you. Game development is longer, so when it goes gold, live action allows more Q&A checks. Yeah, so the game goes gold, so then it takes them a month for the game to print. But then, while the game is going gold, there's work being done on patches, you know. So ultimately, if you want the best experience, I mean, yeah, you don't have to have the patch, but you know, it'd be ideal to have the patch. Crazy, all the stuff Nintendo's doing now, mostly done by other gaming companies. It's Steam, PS5, Xbox, because Nintendo, everyone's had a problem with that. Pathetic. I think it's just, once again, it's because it's different, because it's just different from Nintendo, I guess. But yeah, I've seen people that literally indulge in all digital and game key cards for other systems go blow a gasket over this, which is just hilarious. Which is funny. So there's a little bit of hypocrisy. But once again, because I think it has a name to it. And there's, once again, if it was only a few of these games, I don't think it'd be a problem. Like, if it was like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, I don't think it'd be a problem. The problem is that it's like half right now. So I think that's the main issue. And there's a name to it. Express card is pretty cool. The fact that the express cards are faster, yeah, that's pretty cool. I agree. So this PS5 discs are 100 gigabytes. PS4 ones are only 50 gigabytes. A lot of these new games are over 100 gigabytes. I mean, most games are nowhere near 100 gigabytes, but yeah, some of the bigger ones are. Physical game's gonna go up in value in 25 years. Yeah, definitely. So when do you think we'll see the first special edition Nintendo Switch 2? Sometime this year. Maybe the end of the year, once the Mario Kart bundle goes out of, like, maybe they'll have something for like Pokemon Legends ZA. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe like a Pokemon Legends ZA bundle. Isn't the minimum read speed for SD Express card 600 megabytes? 600 or 900? I forgot exactly how much. 800? Maybe 800? I think 800. Switch 1 Metroid Remaster has 0 patches. The cart alone will be worth money in the years to come. Does it really have 0 patches? Oh, that's good. That's good that it has no patches. That's good. That's really good. Yeah, I have the Metroid. I think I have Metroid Prime. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I have it physical. So yeah. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm still surprised we don't have a date. I'm not too surprised because they still need to date some second half games. So I'm guessing they're going to date those at the upcoming Nintendo Direct. So I'm not too surprised because I think the game is going to be second half of 2025. And they still have to date most of the second half of 2025 games. So Kirby, obviously Metroid, Drag Cross Drive. Got to date that. So those are the 3 games. Plus Hyrule Warriors. So yeah. But some studios would start an archive complete initiative where after a few years a game gets re-released, a snapshot of DLC patches. I think maybe something like that might be made in the future. So yeah. But all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out to the stream tonight, man. It was fun. Sorry for the late night stream, but yeah, just like I said, had family stuff that I was taking care of. But now I am gonna be free for the rest of the week, so we're gonna have our streams at our normal time. It's gonna be a lot of fun. If you haven't seen my most recent video talking about the situation with Grand Theft Auto, check it out, man. Like it's doing well. People are enjoying that video, so if you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's a lot of fun to do a video like that. I've been having fun doing the video, so yeah, check it out if you haven't seen it yet. And yeah, we're gonna be back tomorrow. I'm gonna be up all night tonight editing, so yay for me, editing, yay. So I'll be up editing tonight. Check out my most recent video if you haven't seen it. Appreciate to get that to 10K views. That'd be nice. It's pretty good today. It's not bad. But all right, guys, love y'all so much. Thank you, Cyber Taurus. Pretty much held down the whole stream tonight, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Cyber Taurus. Appreciate the donos, man. And yeah, shout outs, combo breaks to everybody here. Appreciate y'all. We'll be back tomorrow once again at normal time, and we'll probably have a lot more stuff to talk about too, because it gets closer and closer to the Switch 2. All right, guys, love y'all so much. You guys are goated. You guys are awesome. You guys are the greatest of all time, and we will see you guys tomorrow. And yes, I think the Digimon game will be on Switch 2. Yeah. No, anything. I don't think anything over 100 can be an Express. No, I ain't seen an Express under like 800. So I doubt it. No. But all right, guys, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. I got my eagle eyes on you. And we'll see you guys for the next one. All right, y'all. Peace out.